Hey friends, Jeff Aldon. Listen, I just got back from spending some time with some great friends, and we're putting together an incredible team with this new company that I'm representing, and it's just a such a incredible experience to be with people that really want to help change other people's lives. And on this conference call that I did this last week, I was helping people understand that and I've talked to you guys about being committed to what it is that you want to go after and doing everything that you can to make that happen. And I want to talk a little bit about us taking responsibility with our lives and doing a true inventory of who we are and really listening to our thoughts and how we talk to ourselves, how we see other things. Do they empower us? Do they hold us back? And I just really want to stretch your mind a little bit on this and start paying attention to how you speak to yourself. And a great example would be if you were to say try. Okay, let's just take that word for example. Have a seat and now try to get up. And another one that I want to share with you is to say I need to get this done or I will get this done, and just see what the difference is in just your emotions and your vision, and it empowers you when you start saying I will get things done. You start feeling empowered. You start going towards your whatever it is that you want to get done. I grew up in a very humble beginnings. They were very humble, and a 800 square foot house. My mom was on welfare, and I just was taught some things about money and success that just really gave me opportunities to grow. And as I've shared, the great book to read is Success Principles, or excuse me, Permission to Succeed by Noah St. John. It really gave me the permission to go after what it is that I wanted to go after, and that was really being able um, to help people. I mean, that's just my passion. I mean, I've been in self-development for over 20 years and helping other people do the same thing, and it's just a true blessing. I mean, tonight I seen somebody hit a level, and just to see the opportunity of somebody helping another person reach to a certain level and just seeing that dream come true for somebody, it's an incredible experience. And most people look at success and they don't realize that there's a story behind that. They just look at the event and say, well, I can't do that, but they don't understand that the only reason that person is up there is because they made a commitment. It's just like a child that not walking is not an option for a baby. I mean, they're just, they're going to fall down, they're going to bang their knees, they're going to bang their head, they're going to get black eyes sometimes, but they do not stop trying to walk. I mean, they just keep doing it. Not walking is not an option. And when you have that kind of commitment to success or to going after what it is that you want to do, you're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. And be honest with yourself of, am I carrying myself like a professional? Am I representing myself like the people that I want to attract? Am I somebody that is attractive? Do I speak professionally? Am I encouraging other people? Am I negative? Am I positive? I mean, just really start looking at what kind of person you are. And that's what's really going to help you start building a foundation, because your foundation is what is absolutely critical to start building any kind of empire on. And you want to make sure that your foundation is something that is rock solid, that's going to build, be able to sustain anything. It's just like God said, I'm not, a lot of people have heard the saying, God's not going to give me more than I can handle, but He's also not going to give you more than what you can be responsible with. So, you know, surround yourself with people that are going to stretch you. Start seeking out people that are in a different income bracket that you, a higher income bracket than you, and just really start paying attention to how you treat yourself, because you owe it to yourself to start allowing people to speak into your life. You owe it to yourself to have people stretch you and hold you accountable, and start putting your goals and your dreams out there. See, big thinkers don't laugh at big ideas, and I mean, there was so many epiphanies that I had when I started hanging out with successful people. I realized that they don't laugh when you talk about where you want to go. They encourage you. They support you. They say, how can I help you? Where before, if I'd said something like that, they're like, what are you thinking? See, there's a story that John Maxwell shares, and it's about these monkeys. And what happens is that they have put these 5 monkeys in a cage, and they stick a pole in the middle of this, or in a pen, and in the middle of this pen they stick a pole, and on the top of that pole they put a gross of bananas. First monkey runs up that banana or up that pole, they drench it with a fire hose. Okay, the next one goes up, they do the same thing. Pretty soon none of these 5 monkeys are trying to get those bananas. They realize that when they go up they're going to get drenched with water. Well, what happens is one of them dies and they replace one of the original ones with a new one. The new one tries to go up to the pole and all the other ones grab them and hold them down because of their experience. But over time, as the original monkeys are completely replaced, all these monkeys are going up these poles. The new ones that are brought in, they go up the poles, and all the other monkeys pull it down, and they don't even know why they're doing it. But it's been so ingrained into their head that they don't even know why they're holding things back. It's like I've said a million times, a known hell is better than an unknown heaven. And for a lot of people, they bought into this system that's broken. It's the system of get a good education, get a good job, get retirement, and that's security, and that's absolutely a lie today. And I want to encourage you that, you know, I'm putting together a pretty incredible team with what I'm doing now, and you know, I'm not here to talk to you about that or not, but if you want to be a part of a team that's making some great things happen, I promise you, you will hear from this in many different areas on this internet and just from people within your region, because this thing is going to absolutely get crazy. And that's where my heart is. My heart is helping other people, and if there's anything I can do to help you in any way, just let me know. I'll be happy to do it. But I really want you to commit to what it is that you want. Just really take hold of that and don't let anything stand in your way. Watch the movie Pursuit of Happiness if you haven't seen it. Just like when he's telling his little boy, don't let anybody take away your dreams. You know, and there's a story in the Bible, Matthew 18, where Christ, you know, the disciples are sitting there whining about which one of them is the greatest, and Christ grabbed a child and says that you need to have childlike faith to enter the kingdom of heaven. And what he's talking about is this. I mean, you ask a child what it is they want to be, and what's zealous, they'll tell you they have no inhibitions, they're not afraid to express who they are. And so many people get beaten down so many times, have taken risks of putting themselves out there, that they're afraid of doing it. And you know, and in this industry, internet marketing or network marketing, it's about branding who you are. It's about presenting yourself to the world and offering them who you really are and how you can support them and stuff like that. But so many people have been beaten down, they're afraid to be who they are, and they're afraid of finding out what they're made of. And you know, I mean, we live in America. I mean, and I know there's people that are watching this that are outside of America, but you know, it's about you finding out what your true potential is, because someday you're going to come to the end of your life, and you're going to look back on it and go, did I give it everything I had? You know, because we all know we've quit things, and we know that if we really take a hard look at what we've done or whatever, or why it didn't succeed, it was because we didn't give it everything we had. And all of us can say it. I can say it over and over and over. But the sad thing is with network marketing, as a lot of people, it's just like, you know, I go out and buy a set of golf clubs and I hit and whack and chop and everything else, but I don't, you know, when I put the golf clubs in the garage because I didn't have a good game, I don't blame the golf clubs for me not being a good golfer. And unfortunately, people, naysayers and people that don't want to take true responsibility for their lives and admit the fact that they didn't give a business opportunity everything it was, they give this industry a bad name. And they weren't given, and it's not necessarily their fault. I mean, they followed what all their other friends, you know, they bought into the dream. They took that moment and they seen something and they went after it, but they weren't given the true perspective of what it looks like. They weren't trained properly. They ran into some obstacles, and because, you know, their commitment to it wasn't strong enough, and these obstacles knock them out, and then they go and talk to their friends about it, and they're like, see, I told you, you shouldn't have done it, and then they go back to being the monkeys and being a part of the group that isn't willing to take the chances. So I encourage you to start being around people, start looking around your life, start looking at what you're putting into your mind, the people you hang out with, and just create an environment that really encourages you to grow, really stretches you, really people that care about you and are going to really do everything they can to help you achieve what it is that you want to achieve, and it will happen. And that's the law of attraction, and if you focus on it, it will happen. I am a living testimony of that. So thanks for watching the video. Be sure to look for my next one. God bless. Take care. Let me know how I can help, and join me on Skype, whatever I can do. Take care, and God bless.